back to all the Mons. I'm Hitchens on Install Bros. We are back in our solo world. Just trying to make sure a couple things are set up here. All right. My PC has been running some issues today with a couple of the update or with a hotfix out, but we will see what happens. So I may be restarting. AFK'd a little. Got a couple things running. Made a Wixie here. This Wixie is currently crafting all of these blocked form of uh, essence. So now all the essence that was in here is compacted, and then as we get enough, the Wixie will just upgrade it. So we have 4 Supremium blocks, which means that we could actually get an Insanium block, which would then give us 9 Insanium and some pretty high tier stuff, such as Aluminium seeds, Insanium B, apparently, Vibranium seeds, stuff like that. But first, um, we still have our little farm going over here for a source, which is kind of powering everything in here. We have this jar, which I've been using just to capture things in here. So we have a couple villagers. As it turns out, you can put villagers into jars. So now we can actually just buy ender pearls, which is pretty great. We can sell glass bottles, so if we catch a witch, that'll be pretty great. We also have the Mart one, so we can get some Pokeballs now pretty consistently. And then this is the guy that I actually got our Wixie from. We can buy these two and set up a farm to make another diamond farm. Um, we also have some Inferium growing in the botany pots, some logs, and then I started a couple others. We got glowstone and redstone essence going, as well as just some more essence up here. Um, I got a few cave creepers to hopefully increase how many diamonds and stuff we're getting. Um, Again, they also produce gold and iron, uh, which is pretty great. And then I set up a couple of runes over here that are for crushing and smelting. Which is a pretty quick way to get this done and also still double all of our ores that we actually are getting from those guys. At some point, I will be automating all of this, but um, oops, that was the wrong one. Yeah, so as you can see, pretty useful, really. And if we were to make these into turrets, we would be able to kind of have it pick it up once it was, once it comes ingot form. So there's probably also a slightly better way that I could get this done. Having them a little further away also would probably help, but super simple to set up once you do it the first time. So we need to actually, before we go traveling a bit, because I do want to try and catch some Pokemon and get some stuff. We've done a lot of Minecraft stuff, so I want to do some more all Cobblebond things. But I do need to get some resources generating, so we can actually build our house or how our base is actually going to look soon. So let's see here. And actually, I want to say, I think I'd have to update the server. So we might be grabbing that schematic toward the end here. But anyways, let's see. I think we can actually make a utility vest to hold some things. Oh, we got an everlasting beef. Nice. We can actually turn this into an everlasting steak and then eventually throw it in our backpack with a feeding upgrade. I believe these can be turned to leather. Iron, gold, and not enough diamond right now. Alright, so we can actually put this utility vest on our body, and then I already have a hotkey. So now we can actually store a couple things in here that we don't have to get lost in our backpacks as we're moving around and stuff. Oh, and I do wanted to see if I can make a Pokénav. Ah, yes. One of the reasons that I wanted the um, excellent. One of the reasons I wanted glowstone so bad was for that Pokénav. So now we have one. And this just kind of shows you what Pokemon are in the area. So for example, if we go out here, beautiful sunset. It's got to load in everything first. So like rare, it can be whatever this is. Love to see. Ultra rare, there's nothing. So on the ocean, rarely can be those things. Rune, wow, I don't even know what that Pokemon is. I think we have some flight still. Maybe there's something up here. Okay. Anyways. Before we move on, let's make just one other area that we can get a couple turrets going to make some items for us. We're going to need two turrets. We'll do two spruce barrels. Sure. We're actually just going to add that. I'm even going to upgrade them into gold. Then we're going to need some stack upgrades for those guys. I think we have more iron right now than we have. That should do it. We also need a void upgrade. And apparently we need to get some ender pearls. So great thing that we have going on over here is that this guy with our villager hat gives us lots of bogey tokens for just source berries. Oops. And then this guy, nope, this guy we can just buy ender pearls from, since we don't have an enderman yet. And again, we're getting a lot of source berries, so. We need void upgrades. And obsidian. Um, oh, right. Kind of forgot you can just make those. So we're going to do, take our bucket here, and whoops, take our stick. Awesome. We need our spellbook. Alright, so apparently one of the first things we're actually going to make is going to be a cobblestone generator with 4 obsidian. Easy enough. Go like this, place down your obsidian. There you go. 1. So this actually we probably could use with the slower one because it's going to take the lava away. But as long as it's flowing lava, it's fine. Where is... And now we'll generate obsidian. Now we can make our other void upgrade here. I think actually we can make them advanced. We may have to set up our source a little different. But I think one of the things we can do actually is make more source jars. So that will actually start taking the source and bringing it over here. This thing's just going to automatically fill source jars from everything around it as needed. So we can actually start taking from these individually to go where we need. So we are going to need a relay. And then if we get actually one more, I think I want the splitter, which is quartz and lapis. All right, now all our jars are filled up. I think these can go like 15 blocks or something like that. So if we put this here, we take our wand and we say that relay is going to take from there. And then we will have our splitter here, and we will divide our farms amongst the two sides. That to here, and then we're going to need a couple more source jars. That should... I'm actually kind of surprised it's not working. Oh, you know what? Yes, because it's the splitter and not the depositor or the collector, you actually tell this one where to go. So, over here, we are going to make a mud farm. So we're going to put a spruce drawer down, take one of our turrets. You know what? I'm going to take off our amulet of shrinking for now. We're going to come to our spell book. Just going to have touch, sensitive, conjure terrain, conjure water. Let's see here. Not rune. Let's just hit create for a second. We'll go here. See if we have any other. They're not shape glyphs, but they kind of like affect things after the fact. Those all tier 3. Yeah, walls tier 3. Oh, whoops. It's not going to help me. Then we need some gunpowder. And a die. Okay, so let's propagate plane, which I think will be really useful to us. And then I don't think there is anything else that'll really help us out at the moment. All right, so coming back to here, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna say, let's make sure. Result in rating of the spell into a wider plane, starting from the block on hit and extending the base. Applied AoE and pierce. Add sensitive to make it circular. Add dampen to make it hollow. So I'm going to go plane. Now this should create mud in the air. So with that, we can add an AoE. Now we can see it's that big, which is probably pretty much all we really need. Block none. Do overflow. And then if we add one more AoE, you see it gets this big. Now if we add break and item pickup, we are breaking the blocks underneath, so that's too big. Allows you to target air and fluids. Why is it not breaking the same? Do we need a delay in there? No. Okay. So I think it's because, oh, we don't have pierce. If we have to, we will just do it smaller. Pierce is a tier 2, and we should have those things in there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. So back to our spell creation here. What if instead of AoE we add a pierce? Increases the depth of the plane. Delay is not working. We take this off. We're going to add AoE back. No. Create this. AoE. And another AoE. Now see, I don't know why. Alright, I think what we're going to do is get rid of propagate plane. That's so weird. Alright. Second choice. Nope, that's not working well either. Interesting. Target air fluids. I don't understand why the break isn't happening on the block that we do. We already decided delay wasn't working. No, create that, do this. While we had plane on, so let's go. If I do this, all right, I don't have wireless crafting set up yet. I want two of these and two of those. Again, we can just do this. Still just one at a time. Uh-huh. So that's why I feel like we do need to propagate plane. Resolve the remainder of the spell in a wider plane, starting from a block hit and extending base. Based on AoE and Pierce. Add sensitive to make the planar circular, and dampen to make the plane hollow. For some reason, it works in the turret better than it works for us. So now for some source, we are getting mud, which we need a lot of. And we're going to get 4,000 in every this, and then it will just void it. Let's go to here. Here. I'm going to say There we go. We'll just turn that down. Okay. We do want this to be made. We do not need this to be made super duper fast. All right, so now we're going to come to our next one. We are going to need to change our spell here to get rid of this. And I think a 3x3 might actually work just fine. We want to then just conjure some water here. I have harvest, which is good. Grow. Okay. I kind of want to just make this spell real quick for plow. All right, we need to stone your mom. And then we need some wheat seeds. Now we could use the blaze, and it would probably be fine. And actually, I think I'm going to leave this here. And then we'll just put the water. Oh boy. Well, hopefully that didn't cause any problems. Kind of forgot about the plane aspect of that. Uh, there's that. It's funny that now I actually do need an extra one. Not enough light. Excellent. We're gonna put this here. Do you not move? Perhaps. Did I not end up making a wrench already? It's fine. Um, it's taking longer than I thought it was going to. Let's actually make all right, excellent. Now that's facing down. We do have a grow spell, which is just one. We want an AoE after that. Or excellent. So now that will grow. We're going to take our barrel, put our barrel here, all of our things in here, block nothing, allow overflow. Um, we do want more wheat in here than other things. So that way our seeds will be voided first. There. I'll just make sure it's that, because I need more wheat than I need seeds. Actually, in fact, well, no. This will still be fine. We'll just make one more row of wheat, and then I should be good with that. Okay. We're going to change this, and we're going to add also a harvest and pickup. And now you see everything's going to go in here automatically. And there we go. We are going to be using this mud and the wheat to make packed mud. Which we can then place our Wixie here. Get a drawer. Nope. Output storage bound. Excellent. We'll take some of our wheat, some of our mud. We'll make some packed mud. Now we just need a pedestal. No, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. And actually, let's do this instead. One might be enough. We're gonna put packed mud here, and mud bricks here. Another piece of paper, I see. That didn't work out at all. Lock that. Need one more. Okay, so the Wixie will automatically craft the things that we put on here, and since these are both her outbound, it should be alright. And she will take what she needs from both there and there. Alright, give me just 1 second to chat. Alright, we're back, chat. Buddy of mine helped me with my car, so he was just calling to let me know what was up. All right, let's just upgrade these since we have some experience. Cool. All right, so now we are making mud, we are making wheat, we are making packed mud, and we are making mud bricks. So once again, all of this is just going to be going while we're out adventuring. It looks like we still have a lot of these. Um, and again, I'm not getting the mycelium's not eating it a lot faster, so it should be able to hold on. All right. So for now, let's make sure we have everything that we want to have. And we are going to head out and explore. Um, yeah, while that's doing that. Oh, I did want to make. I did kind of want to automate some of these. Now we'll do that next time. There's our jar with our little base. Love it. Oops. In and out. All right. We got some threads, so now we can step up. We're still waiting for a wandering trader. We have some food. Both of our other backpacks are empty. We got our Pokénav. Now, Pokénav, I really like. Let's just take a couple of these. Because you can see the different Pokemon you can encounter where you're at. And then if you find one you want, such as like, what is that thing? We gotta be careful because again, the real bad dudes are here. Oh, okay, I do recognize that. Anyways, you can just kind of see like the Pokemon that are here, and then if you want to add them, you can do so. Add it to your Pokénav or your Pokéradar. The one that we would want, pretty darn sure would be like an ultra rare. I mean, even Gyarados is uncommon, so that's pretty crazy. But we are looking for a Piplup. Uh, I mean, if you're gonna drop a fishing pole, grab it just to be sure. It's not like super great or something. Okay. We should have our, yeah, we have our Pokérod. We don't have mending on our Pokérod, unfortunately, right now, but we do want to, again, find a Piplup. I miss homing. Okay. We're just gonna sleep here, stop for phantoms, and also be able to come back to this spot if we die. I want to go to one of the first ones that we found. Oh, is this one of the first ones we found? Excellent. There was snow here. Now, from when I looked up Piplup, yeah, we should be able to find Piplup actually, I think, in the oceans here. So let's go see if we can't get one of our team. Uh, let's put this here, this here. Again, the other starters are, in the ultra rare. So that's kind of why I'm thinking Piplup's going to be like that. We can also see if there is yeah, 10 times chance for water, these pasho berries. I don't think that we have any of those, but definitely something to keep in mind, and maybe we can find some. So this is Frozen River, Siberian Taiga. This is Frozen Ocean. So this is, in theory, where we should find Piplup. Also, apparently, Glaceon, yeah. Frozen Ocean. Also, I don't remember if that's Empoleon, and I cannot remember what that one is. So, now we can put our Pokefinder in our offhands. Oh, there are these guys here too. That's awful. There's a lot of these guys here. Gross. And if we have to, we will go and try and get this enchanted with mending. I don't know how fast it's going to break. Or really anything. Now that we have a leather source. And a paper source, we could actually just get some base enchanting going. Fishing for Pokemon. We could also put some enchanted golden apples on here. But our gold is not that great. This is pretty relaxing though. Um, should probably get some enchanting on here, honestly. can't think of like an easy way to do that. I mean, I don't even know what that was. Wow. Just another Pokemon. I am tempted to catch this guy because evolving him into Avalon, he ends up being huge. Let's make sure we're fishing in the frozen part of the ocean. Wonder if you could do this with an auto fisher too. You would just have no way to catch them. Frillish. Oh, you know, we could make the threat of mending. Bros. I do not want to deal with you. So many of these guys. Okay, let's see if we can find a better spot with less annoyance. Oh, it's gimme cool. I mean, I suppose we could build our own where we fish. Hopefully not be attacked by whatever. I forget what those things are. The first time I saw them. Hey, Archivist. We are trying to find Piplup. Good to see you, man. Right now we are also having some automation done in our base of building some mud bricks for what we actually want to put in it. Oh, Krabby, you're going to be bumming once I decide to actually defeat you. So you can actually fish and fish up multiple Pokemon. You just kind of leave the battle and let it sit there. We were at a spot that just got attacked by a bunch of... I really don't remember what they're called. Darklings or something. So we had to move, and now I'm trying to stay a little bit further away. Then we have our Poke Radar looking out for any Piplup or anything that might spawn on the ice. You know, actually, now that I think about it, there is... What is it? fish nav? Yeah. I don't think I have that. And I also don't know where these things grow. I don't know that we can fish up Piplup. Oof. We're lucky that Pichu lived. Do we have our trainer card on us? Or do we end up putting that away? I don't know. Alright. We do know that these guys won't. Like, they will show up. The habitat just has to be freezing. Oh, that's for Glaceon. Habitat's frozen ocean, skylight 8 to 15. So, in all honesty, sleeping would be best. But we did say that we're not going to go into the base without a building. Look, he's just over there watching us menacingly. How dare you? Let's see. Those are pretty far away. I don't particularly want to go that far. Alright. Why don't you go back in, bud? Now that we're here, we'll put our base down. Right. Take our Pokefinder. We need our trainer card, because I do want to, if at all possible, update our level cap. Oh, did it? I don't think it reset us. Did it reset us? Probably not. Let's use this. Yeah, we're on Diamond and Pearl. Level cap is 15. We're currently looking for this guy, Jim Lee Rourke, who can be found in Snowy Slopes, Peaks, so some of the places that we're going to go. Lots of different areas. Yeah, Archivist, we set up a wheat farm over here, which is, kind of producing us some stuff. We set up a mud farm over here, just using some R's. This is wasting away. And you'll see that as soon as it hits that max, it should start to go over into the others now. I hope. Oh, interesting. Well, if that's the case, how much wheat are you producing? Ah, there's a second setting now. I didn't know that. There we go. Now it'll keep reducing, and then this Wixie here is just going to keep making the bricks, which is what we're actually want while we're out and about. So we got our card. There's something else. Oh, mending and lure. So we have a lure 2 that we can put on our rod. Oh, do we? Oh, we do have repairing. I honestly thought that that repaired other things as well. Interesting. Um, I mean, yikes. More yikes. I mean, short of us getting a villager librarian, I don't know if we're going to get this easy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. And if it's not showing up there, we definitely don't have it. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we just make more rods. We'll take these. And then we can still make more if we absolutely need to. And then let's check what berries we actually have. We do have the passion berry. So we should actually be able to... Where's our... Interesting. Okay. These are going to grow 44 seconds. Great. I do also, yeah, you do have to do it on farmland. Let's Oh, that's crazy. Basically, this doesn't use harvest, they use interact. So we will still use our source to try and get a lot of these built up real quick. Alright, I think this should be enough for now. And we can even change our... Are we game playing? No. AoE. So yeah, now this thing will actually keep farming the berries as well. Which we will just kind of spread out. There. And again, this is also already produced 3. Okay. Yeah, this is not very far from the ocean where we were at. Frozen ocean, no bad guys. This seems better. We will put that on here, and now we have a 10 times chance for water types. It doesn't increase our catch rate, and I forgot to put lure on it. Now trainers are appearing, which is good for us. Oh, I do like that Pokemon. Finian? Yeah. Let's get rid of our little journey map there. A star you. See, now we're starting to get different Pokemon than we were getting in the last Frozen Ocean. Which we are still in, right? Okay, just making sure. We can actually use the cooking pot to make Pokebait, which would also have an increased catch rate on it. But I ain't there yet. Let's do an anvil real quick on a stick. And then we're gonna put this and lure 2, which broke our anvil quite a bit for this being 1. Thanks. Goldine. That lure 2, dude. Good stuff. I love the way Goldine moves. The animations of the Pokemon in this are just so good. A name tag. Okay. He's gone. Another thing we could actually do too is go in and out of the base Tensor. I'm also curious what that was. And again, I'm not even positive we can actually fish him. Let me... Oh, poison barb. That's cool. Whoops. Look it up here real quick. Yeah, basically, Pokerod baited with a mix of red or brown mushrooms, wheat, honey, and a roast berry to boost spawn rates. Which a roast berry? Mushroom, wheat, honey, huh? I wonder what that makes. Uses. Oh, just to make Pokebait. We don't have honey yet, so we'll just keep moving. The other option is to try and create a sky island, they said, and clear out the other Pokemon. Huh. It's funny. pink magic card. Ooh. I wonder if we're too close to land and we're gonna get bombarded by mobs soon. A whooper. I mean, that was a lantern. Those are cool. What in the world was that thing? Oh, the brooch. Also, we brought our Pokeballs, right? And we have at least our net balls. Another colored magic card. I don't know what that is either. Oh, is it just another frillish? I love that shoulder swings backwards. That's great. Guys at Call One really did a good job at just with the animations and thinking about all these little things. Wonder if we can get chaining. We got the stick. Another frillish. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that one. Like, what is that? Oh, wait, no way. Yeah, shallows. Nice. Alright. I think I want to try and find a closer building. There's a ship right over here. Let's go there. Is that an igloo right there, actually? Oh, not that. I really do need to make a stabilized warp scroll for that, so even if we ever did lose it, we could break in. It's a ship. First, let's see if there's any treasure. Oh, we've already been in here. That does make sense. Um, put our base here. I think with ender pearls and stuff, we can actually can you make a stabilized one? And then we need, oops, that was way too much. That's okay, but whoops. How are we doing? Nice. Okay, I am going to have this. We recorded a location. So now, if nothing else, we can always get here. I also might crash my game. So let's see. Interesting. I thought that I could Can I not change my... I can, which means that I should be able to just do... I want to create a backup. Backup was created not terrible. I mean, it was a while ago. Back is not what I want for sure. It's crazy that I can't. I wonder if it's like FTB or something. Yeah. Anyways, at some point I'm going to see what happens if I try and break out of the jar when it's broken, but I don't want to do that right now when I might lose everything. Okay, so let's make... I want to make a campfire. Of course. I mean, I don't think we have honey. I don't think I can get honey. Oh, I do have one bottle of honey. What do I need to get honey seeds, though? Terrible. Unless we went to the bumble zone, that's terrible. Pretty sure we don't have that. And we can't catch like a Pokemon here to do it. So we might have to go to the Bumble Zone. We have Ender Pearls, so we can do it. We just have to find a hive. Or a Mega Hive. Which requires honeycomb. And you don't have any in here, right? No. Alright. Should we do it? Now you can take a stabilized warp scroll, and two things will actually happen. One, you can cross dimensions. Two, it'll actually create a temporary portal for you to get there. Now what happens? Okay, it just puts you in the last place that it was. That is good to know. A shiny wishy-washy has spawned. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I guess maybe one of these fish things? What did they say it was? Wishy-washy. Oh boy. Well, I think we're going to be missing out on that one. Okay. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, I don't even know where. I still am not even 100% sure I found one. Man, these guys suck. That's Frozen River. This is Frozen Ocean, which is more what I want. I can't fight you yet. Okay. Um, I honestly really wanted to try and make that better. Okay, that's great. We wanted to try and find a hive real quick. Which means I'm going to go inland. I do know that there was one like right here. So it might be better just to go find the one I know about. Oh, you're not. If that was a Charcadet, we were changing our plans. this was one of the places we were first at, looking for Piplup, and I noticed there was a hive around. Oh, is that what this temporary spot is? Yes. Okay, before we go in, just make sure that we didn't run into, like, a Piplup out here or something. We are going to go into the Bumble Zone. Bumbling into the Bumble Zone. Now, the Bumble Zone is just, I mean, it is what it sounds like. It's where a bunch of bees and comb bees are going to be, and you can get lots of hives, some honey pretty easily. I think I messed that part up a little bit because I forgot to get some glass bottles. And so yeah, there's a couple different things in here that you can do. It also has like its whole quest line. There's no way. Okay, there's a behemoth. But if you break their stuff, they really don't like it, and I mean really don't like it. And even bees in the overworld will get mad at you. So I do want to make sure we can get some honey first. I mean, that's really cool. Yikes. For instance, why is this bee glowing? I don't know. Um, I mean, you can get lots of pollen, lots of things to get started with bees, but I really am looking for some just honey blocks. Because the honey blocks we can use to create all that. Okay. I think we're going to modify our break spell. I don't need amplify. I do want extract. I do want AoE. Honey. Oh, here we go. They very mad. The combies don't care as much. All right, we're out. And I don't think they can follow us here. Oh well. they can spawn in. So, you know, later. I don't remember how to get over that. How to get out of that? But once that fades away, which I think we could also use a dispel for, but we'll go back in and in theory, he's either gone or not mad at me anymore. Anyways. So we do this, we break down some honeycombs, and now we'll actually be able to make the honey seeds. Throw those in there, and then we will do our quest and see if we get anything cool for doing the honey seeds. We got squid seeds, nice. Which we have to do a soul jar till we can unlock. So that's kind of where our little chain ends for right now. But squid seeds are also nice, especially since it's a lot of tentacles. I also want to know, can we make this? Let's do a lapis block. Alright, now we got chaining as well. So, oh, we were gonna do the whole reason for that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Was for the pot. So, let's just take some of the honey that we have already. And we'll make 12. Wheat. And what was it? Mushrooms. Put that in there. So now we're going to get Pokebait. We want some of these guys in there. So now this Pokebait will have water types. And then we have apples. What we really want is enchanted golden apples. So we're going to grab a bunch of our essence here. $32. which makes 4 enchanted golden apples. That's crazy. We need more gold. Like a lot more gold. We'll do 5. Okay. Now if we put these in the seasonings, boosts the snarky chance, reduces bite time, and do that, and there'll be better water time. So we're gonna get all of that on this Pokebait and hope that in the next, 15-ish minutes we can get a Piplup. And in all honesty, after this one, we will just stop it from cooking and take these until we get more gold. We do still have some gold there. I don't think we have any up here. That's okay though. This is still doing just fine. We're up to 391 of the bricks. So yeah, we are producing. Oh, we do also get gold from this. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. Not great, not bad. I mean, we could make more seeds. They're only tier 4. We have quite a bit. But anyways. Actually, let's just chill on our little boat here. We used all of our stuff, so we're going to put our bait on. Let's also put our Pokefinder on. And I want to take this off now because that shiny is definitely gone since, we went to like the Bumble Zone. I mean, if we get a Phoebus, we can turn it into a Melodic. A Relicanth? Now we can also take our harm spell now and update it a bit. We're going to take this off. And we are going to add chaining. Bye Village, which apparently at this point is not super big. Here's enemies and blocks an additional time. No. Increases the maximum distance between targets, increases the number of targets struck. So now, in theory, we should be able to like take out a bunch of Pokemon at once. Whole point of that. We also hopefully will be able to start working on upgrading our spellbook. But I really did want to get Piplup or Chimchar before we started working on updating or upping our level cap. So many frillishes. Oh, interesting. It can't hurt us in if we're in combat. Dude. Oh my gosh. There it is, guys. That is going to be rough to catch, though. We have an Empoleon. But, like, I'm going to be honest. We're going to use just about every Pokeball probably for this. Because there's no way that he... Yeah, there's one. And there goes our Hoot Hoot. We're going to be really lucky for this. I didn't expect it to be an Empoleon. The... In fact, we might try and get Empoleon into a boat if we have to. Because, you know, he's just kind of going through our Mons. I highly doubt this will work, but... yeah. See, this is where I just... Alright, Kilowattle. Here you go. Are you gonna get one tapped? You didn't. That's great. I'm gonna try this fishing rod one. Oh my gosh, we got him. So, we have Empoleon. What is up with that? Do we have our PC? Yes. Okay. Now, Empoleon can't fly, but I am curious. He looks pretty small, so I'm assuming we can't... Yeah, we cannot ride Empoleon. But, he's pretty sick. Now, that means that we can breed, if nothing else, up a Piplup with Kilowaddle, maybe? Because they're egg types? So let's go find out. Especially since it's dark out there. If I let you and you out, Did you really? You totally did. If I had to assume, yes, this is going to be a waddle, a waterel. Now, due to the fact that there's only two of them, as I have learned from Chosen recently, they will take some time. Incubator can only be made in an assembler. Man. Nope. Give me this back. Oh, they also just, lay normal eggs. That's fun. All right. We're going to go back here and I think keep fishing, actually. Oh my gosh. We did it. There's another one. A Piplup. Okay. I think I still want to use the netball on you. Now, Piplup. Don't be hasty. We already caught your mom. Boom. We did it. Piplup is part of the party. He has Torrent, where powers of water type moves when his HP is low. Water gun, water sport, all of it. He does need to level up. So now we just need Chimchar. And then we can figure out the rest of the three. Hello, Piplup. Wait, you're telling me Piplup can't go on my shoulder either? Oh, that's depressing. Well, still. You're here. You're with us. We can actually leave this biome now. Oh, hi, Voodoo. Okay. We're going to put Rookity in here. Put Sandshrew in here. And we'll keep you guys. I'm not exactly sure who I want to keep on me right now. But the main point is, we got a Piplup before the end of the stream. Whoa. Which also means, as great as it is to have you guys around, I'm going to need you to go back. Let's put some of this stuff that we got away. And let's level up our ham. Okay. We also, got got a pretty decent start on our materials. We already have enough because the rest of it's made out of apricorn. Yeah, apricorn log. And we also know that if we ever lost our base, as long as we have that scroll, which I'm actually just going to put in our vest, we'll be able to get back. Now, we came here through a tower, which I think is over here somewhere. Oh yes, this big blue tree. still have our trainer card on us. So I wonder if actually we could find the guy we need to fight before. Nope, not you. One of these spots has a bed. Here it is. I kind of want to go. Oh, this is just another all ocean one. Yeah, I think our dude might show up around here. In the cherry grove up there. I mean, it seems like an important berry. I don't have a full team yet. There were some that I thought I wanted, and now I'm not so sure. Oh, we're just in a forest. We want cherry. Oh, is this all just... Here we go, a cherry grove. So hopefully bro will appear here somewhere. Uh, it's a lot of luck. Not as good as our current boots, so we'll just ignore that. Cherry grove, dripstones, frozen peaks, a grow, jagged peaks, lush caves and meadow, savanna, snowy slopes. lots of different places. I could also go around and just try and find him. We also should make a berry pouch for sure. A revival herb. That's a scyther. I don't know that we can catch you, bud, so we're gonna be Minecrafty about it and put you in a boat. Oh, there's like a reborn tower or whatever over here. Well, I don't think we're gonna find them today. I'm gonna kind of decide whether I want to summon them, which isn't my least favorite option, or if I'm going to go hunting for them. Originally, I wanted to go hunting for them, but that's also just exhausting sounding. We did catch our Piplup, so one of the other things we can do is try and go find a Chimchar, which we might need Pokesnacks for, if I'm honest. The Piplup was definitely easier because we could fish him up. Um, so let's actually see. Mountain biomes, such as Stony Peaks, which I believe is one of the places we can also find our guy that we're looking for. Stony Peaks, yes. So, do we still have our compass on this? And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonder how many of these we've made. For now, we're just gonna put all of this stuff in here. That in there. And we are going to look for Stony Peaks. 5,000 blocks this way. So we'll start heading that way. And I think we'll also put this in our offhand. And let's Chimchar. Again, I don't really know any other that like cannot think of what I had in my team originally. Besides the initial three. One of them might have been a Lucario, so we might grab him, even if that means we have multiple fighting types. Have I been? I feel like I've been here. One of them. Is that a Direwolf 20? Yes, it is a Direwolf 20 spot. Oops. Nope, I do want this. I don't need this in here. So if we were playing content creators, this is where we could find. I love that, the chest of gobble. Direwolf 20. Anyways, I don't know what it's going to be yet. I really cannot remember what I had when I played it, which was kind of one of the points of going through this that I wanted to do. So we'll probably just end up picking something we like. Be so funny if this is the gym that we need. No, I don't think it is. Nope. Hmm. Is there a waystone though? I don't think so. Actually, additions, house. Yeah, I'll have to just look at the Pokemon that are in it. I know one of them that I originally had said was Hoot Hoot, but I think Hoot Hoot I got in uh, Gen 2. Soul Silver. So ooh, nice. That's quite a lot of blocks. So I think we're gonna stop in this hut here. Obviously after we go snooping around. Throw our luck on. Yes. That is exactly the kind of stuff I was looking for. Bunny hoppers, Pokeballs, PP up. Um, oh, is that the armor shred? Yeah, they're still not bad. I think leather belts are supposed to be really good. Nice. Is that everything in here? Awesome. So this is where I'm gonna call it. When we come back, we'll head for Chimchar and start leveling up. And thank you all for coming today. Have a great day. Bye.